Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now.
Yeah, where are you, babe? Hello?
Someone let me know if my came to my house.
What?
What happened? The police just came to her house.
The police just came to her house.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the new episode of The Real Housewives of Miami, Season 6, Episode 5. So the episode starts with Julia still practicing her opera, Nicole and her son and mom visiting the new house that's under construction, Guerdy spending some time with her son. But the first scene is Marysol. Now she's wearing a sling after that fall from the basketball game, and Kiki comes over to her house with a walker. Oh my gosh, these ladies are dramatic. They're self-diagnosing themselves. As far as they're concerned, they have a bunch of broken bones. So Marysol is still reeling about Adriana and the whole flagellant situation that happened last episode. Marysol then teaches Kiki how to say it. So speaking of the girls, Kiki says that she's been pretty sad lately because now that her good friend Larsa is dating Marcus, she hasn't had so much time to spend with her. And that makes her feel sad. Now, I agree that you should still make time for your friends when you're in a relationship, because there's nothing worse than a friend who stops talking to you when they're in a relationship, but then when they break up, they come back to you. So I agree with Kiki in that sense, but she also has to understand that Larsa's priorities right now are Marcus. So moving on, Alexia and Todd invite Nicole and Anthony a little double date sort of thing. It's pretty cool. They go and make some pizzas from scratch. So they knead the dough, they put the toppings, they bake them and everything. I love cooking, so that was pretty cool. They're actually getting along. Looks like Todd's funny apology video worked. Alexia says that she will definitely go to Martina's cancer party. She's just thinks that it's a little bit weird that it's going to be in Adriana's house. She's still very upset about what happened at the basketball game, the fiasco that they had with Adriana. Nicole is just sitting there listening because she's still confused on what is the real truth. Why didn't Todd go to the premiere party? And why did he tell Adriana outside after the party that he didn't have a problem with her, but right now they're making it seem like he does? But she doesn't say anything. Alexia says that she's smart enough not to confront Adriana at the party since it's for something important, so she's not going to be making no mess. The next scene is Larsa and Marcus recording their podcast. Looks like they're really enjoying doing this together. The podcast is called Separation Anxiety. So they were filming the intro, they kept messing up. They talked a little bit about their parents who didn't want them to date each other, but they are. One thing I will say is that Marcus really seems to like Larsa. There's definitely sexual attraction there. So it makes me wonder what the family dynamic was for him, because trust me, I've given Larsa her well-deserved backlash for her dating her ex-husband's rival son, but for Marcus, for you to marry your dad's rival ex-wife who's 16 years older than you, then it's I don't know, the whole thing is weird, and I feel like they both have a weird, them both agreeing to date each other is weird. I can't imagine what Christmas and Thanksgiving is going to be like when they get married. But moving on, Julia is joining Adriana to do some sort of new treatment that stimulates the brain. It's meant to treat anxiety, depression, sadness. And it makes me sad to hear that Adriana has that much depression that she needs to go get this type of treatment. So they're in the truck on their way there, and as they're driving, they talk about the party. Now, we know from last episode that Adriana did not want Alexia or Marysol at the party, but Julia keeps insisting that they make a compromise and let Alexia in, but she also wants to invite Marysol. Adriana doesn't want to, but Julia does, so she calls Marysol on the speakerphone. Marysol is happy to get the invitation, but once Julia mentions the location at the party, which is Adriana's house, she says, I have to do some sort of procedure so I can't go. Julia says, okay, don't worry, you'll be there in spirit, no big deal. After hanging up, Julia is sort of giving her the benefit of the doubt, but Adriana is telling her that she's faking it, that she didn't want to go simply because it was in her house. But this becomes an argument between Julia and Adriana. I think Julia is getting tired of Adriana constantly having problems with Marysol and Alexia, but Adriana is getting mad that Julia is sort of defending Marysol and Alexia despite what they've done to her. So it's kind of sad that they were arguing because they're really good friends, and I hope this doesn't get in the way of their friendship because this is really Adriana's only true loyal friend on the show. So they do calm down and they arrive at the ketamine appointment. So they blindfold her, they inject her with the ketamine, and that's supposed to like transport her to a whole other realm. So she starts feeling things, she says things, and she's having fun at first, but then it got really sad. She sees her father and her brother who have died, and that was really heartbreaking because she was crying out loud, and it's like one of those cries where it's like with all your chest, you're screaming, you're crying at the same time. Like, it was really, really sad. It even broke Julia's heart as well because she was crying too, so it was a lot. I felt really bad. And then after that, she talked a little bit to the nurse about what she saw and stuff like that. So moving on, there's an event, F1, Formula 1, where like they race and stuff, but they're mainly there to party. So it's Kiki is there, Lisa and Jodi, and Larsa and Marcus. And then once again, Kiki gets a little bit annoyed and says, I thought it was just going to be us girls. And she says, I miss hanging out with my friend Marcus. And Larsa is thinking, well, I done been single so much for so much time and spent so much time with my friends, like I want to be with a man now. And I agree with her because some women don't want to be old ladies just hanging out with their friends the entire time. So I understand that point. Okay, so then Lisa tells the ladies about a situation from the day before. So let's go back in time to the previous day. Lisa was with Adriana and Guerdy somewhere. Another party, I think. Lisa tells Guerdy, I know you're going through a health problem and I'm going to be here for anything that you need. Guerdy gets upset and says, tell me what this health problem is. Go into the full details. Lisa doesn't want to say anymore, and Guerdy says, I know Lisa told you. And that's why I told her, because I wanted to test her to see if she would say anything. So let's go back to the F1 event. So Lisa's telling this to Larsa, what happened. And while I will agree that it's a little bit weird that Guerdy would say that she was testing Larsa with her illness, Larsa once again crosses the line of deplorableness. She says, oh my gosh, like what is going on with Guerdy? She shouldn't be getting mad. Does she have cancer or not? Because she's been drinking a lot. And I was like, wow, what a horrible person for you to doubt that she has that. It's unbelievable. But then it is time for the party, for Martina's party. We see the ladies getting ready. Guerdy's still mad about what Larsa was saying. But Julia's very excited and she's hoping that this song and the whole thing go pretty well. The other women begin to arrive. They were dressed very nice, hands down. Guerdy was dressed for like a super nice gala. She completely kicked it out of the park. Alexia, when she got there, she also reached out to Guerdy a few days before when she found out what was happening. And Guerdy is telling her that she's very thankful for her reaching out, but she's really disappointed that Larsa told them, and for what she did, telling the secret. And Alexia says, yes, but like I don't want you to get frustrated, like I don't want you to get mad, you need to be calm right now, don't get upset. And Alexia says, did you tell her not to say it? And Guerdy says, yes, I told her it was confidential. Alexia sort of defending Larsa and says that Larsa said it out of concern, but then Nicole arrives. Now, remember after this little F1 event that Lisa told Larsa that Guerdy told her that she was testing her? Larsa then calls Nicole to ask if Guerdy's cancer is real or fake. So now Nicole is telling this to Guerdy, and it's wild. It's unbelievable. More guests begin to arrive, then Martina gets there, so the party's starting. Alexia was doing a great job being nice to Adriana. Like, she really meant it when she said that she wanted no drama. They also discuss an article that came out about Lisa and Lenny, who Lenny's accusing her of like lending a car, and then she tried to wiretap with his conversations with his attorneys. I don't know. There's always something going on with those two, and I wouldn't put it past Lenny or Lisa, to be honest with you. Larsa walked on in as if nothing had happened. Then they're all talking, and Guerdy says something, and Larsa asks, what did you say? And Guerdy says, I wasn't talking to you. Then they're cheering, and Guerdy says, yay, cheers, because my doctor didn't tell me to give up drinking, unlike what some people have been thinking. So that was her referencing what Larsa said. So then the girls tell Larsa to call Lisa to ask if everything's okay and if she's going to come. She does that, and Lisa says that the police just went to her house. What? That was the end of the episode. That's all we got this week. We didn't even get a little promo for next week, so I don't know what we're gonna expect. But this episode was crazy. Larsa doesn't never. She just keeps doing these horrible things, and it's always surprising that she could keep going that far. But yeah, you guys, this was the episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the whole Larsa and Guerdy thing? Whose side are you on? Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. You have a great one. Bye.